What's up, YouTube? This is Ryan Hildreth here with Tanner J. Fox. Now, Tanner is an Amazon and personal branding expert. He's a good friend of mine, and I wanted to bring him on the channel today to kind of talk about cryptocurrencies and his recent altcoin purchase, which was a huge purchase. So what's up, Tanner? Do you want to kind of introduce yourself to the new subscribers and tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, my name is Tanner J. Fox, not the scooter kid. But been doing Amazon for 2 years now, YouTube for 10 months, and just growing those and doing that. But recently got into crypto, which is why I'm here, and just been messing around with that and doing pretty well. Now looking to make a lot more from it.
Definitely, man. So what was that? So you did you purchased an altcoin, and you put in how much? Like $80,000, somewhere around there?
I did a couple different ones.
Okay.
So I originally started just doing Bitcoin, and then I did Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, and I'm still in Litecoin right now. But I bought Stellar and sold it for a profit, and right now I'm in Waves and then XP. Okay,
cool. So XP is the newest one you just did.
Yeah, that's the one I think has the biggest potential. Right now its its market cap is 465 million. Okay. And it has 24-hour kind of volume is 7.3 billion. So.
Okay, so that's a lot of volume in a newer coin, right? Do you know how long they've been around, or what do you do when trading? Are you just trading purely off of volume and hype, or are you looking into like the project behind it and the team?
I look into a little bit of everything. I mean,
okay.
I'm no expert at crypto at all. I follow a couple big guys that I kind of know personally that do pretty well, listen to what they're saying, and then go do my own research on it. And if I see like, okay, it might have potential or that makes sense, then I'll look into it and then probably invest.
Definitely. That's kind of my approach with the altcoins, because they're so volatile. It's just like, you could do as much research as you want, but really at the end of the day, it's all supply and demand. It's all, do they have that hype behind it? Or maybe a big whale investor comes in and throws a few hundred million in there. So
yeah, exactly.
But so you mentioned something that I want to point out is that you started with Bitcoin and then kind of worked your way down the market cap list, right? So why did you do that?
Bitcoin, I mean, 30% return in a couple months for me when I was doing it, or a month or two, is great. But the potential with these altcoins is so much higher. And if I'm doing cryptocurrency, it's kind of my like higher risk investment. So why not go after ones that are still going up? I mean, I've seen tons of altcoins jump up 100% overnight, or even more in the long run. Why not go after those when that potential is there? And it's still, crypto in general is this new and has that much potential. So I'm more of a higher risk, higher reward type person.
Definitely. And that you're someone that I've learned from with taking risks, because in order to get the extremely high reward, you have to take a certain amount of risk. Now, we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice, purely just based off, speculation and kind of our opinions. But what would you say for a newer investor that maybe invested in Bitcoin and now wants to get into some of these altcoins? Where should they start?
Oh, it's hard. I'm honestly not knowledgeable enough to kind of advise other people. I honestly just look at what a lot of the top guys are saying that I know, not like the news and stuff, but the top guys I know, looking at kind of the market caps and their circulation and how it's trading and different factors on that. Again, I don't know it well enough at all to explain it to other people well, but just a couple of things like that, seeing the upside, what it's been doing, and just where it's at.
Yeah. Well, no, I wanted to give that to, some of my subscribers, because your background isn't in crypto, but yet you put so much money into it. So obviously there's some sort of, reward there that you're going after. And like for me with the altcoins, I'm purely looking at circulating supply, because when you have those altcoins that have a lower supply, if that demand comes in there, the coin's going to spike up. And that's kind of what we see in, the big coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, they all have low circulating supplies. So have you looked at Ripple lately?
That shot up a ton.
Yeah.
Funny story, I tried to buy Ripple at 70 cents, and I wasn't approved through Binance or whatever I was using. and I couldn't get in, and then it dropped to $2. I was like, I'll look at something else now.
Yeah.
But
do you think that one's too late of a play? I made a video yesterday on that, but
I don't think so.
Do you think Ripple's too late?
I think it'll still triple in 2018.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah,
So.
I think that's safe to say, a triple
I think
in value.
Litecoin will do really well too.
I think Litecoin's one that's really undervalued. Like once we see the rotation back into Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Dash, I think Litecoin's going to be the one that outperforms everything because, I mean, really, it's the best one to be used for transactions. Bitcoin kind of sucks when it comes to transactions. Like the fees are super high. I'm buying BitConnect X with Litecoin because of that reason, because Bitcoin is like takes forever and the transaction fees are high. So I don't know. One
of the things I'm looking at right now is because of the fast transactions and whatnot is I always call it rail blocks, but it's RAI blocks.
Okay.
Obviously that shot up a ton the last week or two, but it's pulled back a little bit, and I think that's going to do really well in 2018.
Yeah, that's
just
one.
Because it's so fast, the transactions.
That one just popped up on the map. I hadn't even really taken a look at that. Verge was another one. That's
Verge just pulled back a ton too. That's one I'm looking at getting into. And then you told me, what was it, Pearl?
Yep, Oyster Pearl. Oyster Pearls. That's an interesting one that has to do with changing the landscape of cloud storage and ad monetization. So I think that's an interesting one. Obviously, you can't buy it on Coinbase or Binance. You have to go to Cryptopia and buy it. But that's one that I'm looking to get into as well.
One other I've been looking at is Bytecoin. So BYTE, I think it is.
Do you know much about it?
I've done a little research. I'm going to do more, but I don't even know. It has something to do with the crypto note, which is kind of different.
Okay.
And it has so its market cap is 1.1 billion. Mm-hmm. But its volume, 24-hour volume is 10 million, and it's priced at a 60th of a penny.
That's not too bad. 60th of a penny. So one thing that I have trouble with is when getting into altcoins. There are just so many of them. There's thousands of altcoins out there. Like, how do you? I mean, you said that you like to, number one, kind of follow what the bigger altcoin traders are doing, right? That's one of your strategies, is to partner up with maybe a big altcoin trader or someone that knows their stuff within the market. Is there any other aspects of trade, like getting into an altcoin, that you use other than that?
The only thing I really look at is I want it to be kind of top 100 for market cap.
Okay.
Because I think it's safer that way, and then obviously like the circulating volume and stuff.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, for me, I participated in one ICO, and it was called Unicorn Gold, and I still haven't received it. So I don't even know. Okay. I don't know if my wallet got messed up somewhere in the process, but that's another thing, when you're getting into these altcoins or even an ICO that hasn't even been listed on an exchange. Make sure you use the right wallet, do your due diligence, because you could lose your money if they never send you that coin. So that's kind of what happened to me.
It's imaginary.
Yeah, it's imaginary, and I didn't receive it. I will have to reach out to some support team and try to figure that out. But it was a little amount. It was only like $1,000, so I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
But where do you see Bitcoin, and where do you see Bitcoin headed? Because we have kind of seen a sideways trend action. Do you think Bitcoin's going higher or what?
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I think it'll be at least 30 to 50,000 a coin by the end of 2018.
Okay.
Maybe even higher, because it makes crazy runs. But then you have big banks like Bank of America making their own coin. Mm-hmm. You have Amazon probably going to step in this year because they bought crypto domains. Mm-hmm. Bank of America, like I said, had a patent approved for their own crypto. So I think you're going to see more banks and bigger stuff like that, which can either help a ton, or if they have their own coin, will devalue others, or are people in crypto so keen on, no banks, no government, which I don't think is a long-term play. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's not sustainable like that. You need the banks to adopt it and do it. So I think it will rise up a ton, mm-hmm. but I think there will be some big hiccups this year with government coming in and regulating. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like they're going to control all crypto and stuff, but people are going to freak out over small things that might not even mean anything for cryptocurrency if there's a law or another regulation or something else on it.
Yeah.
And it's good for us because we know, okay, it doesn't matter long term, but everyone freaks out and sells, you can pick up more low.
Exactly.
So I see that in 2018 happening.
Okay.
Mid to late probably, but the Bank of America, the Bank of England is making their own crypto. There's so much going on.
Okay. So again, guys, if the regulation comes in, buy The Verge, buy Pivx, buy Monero. Those are all privacy coins. That's a nice play that you can get into if a regulation does come, and that's I think that's why Verge spiked. But there's rumor that Amazon might be accepting Litecoin. What do you think about this? Is it a rumor or is it?
I haven't looked into that at all.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, they bought a ton of crypto domains.
Yeah.
Couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they will soon. I'm sure they'll accept majority of crypto, not majority, but at least kind of top 3 coins, or even have some form of crypto in 2018.
I think once that happens, that's when Bitcoin has its next huge run up.
Amazon will eventually create their own crypto. They have to, because they like dominating every market. I see that happening.
That's true.
Non-related, Amazon's looking at acquiring Target possibly this year. So
yeah. Or maybe they acquire the whole Bitcoin blockchain. Jeff Bezos is Satoshi Nakamoto. Little did we know. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun ride in 2018. Tons of different cryptocurrencies coming out. I mean, you pretty much can put your money and, spread it out everywhere, and you're bound to make 10x, 20x, maybe even 100x your money in some of these cryptocurrencies. So, what is your plan? I mean, I hear that you are going to purchase maybe another Lamborghini in Bitcoin?
First, I need to get a new house and then an investment property or two, and then the Lambo comes because of how financing works with all that. So,
that's true.
SV, sick house, investment properties, entrepreneur house, and then we're good.
Aventador SV, Bitcoin SV? Is it going to be the first Bitcoin SV?
It'll be purchased in cryptocurrency.
All right, maybe
to do it.
Maybe it'll be purchased in Digibyte or maybe your XP. Yeah.
Hey, 100% overnight. So 75 grand for taking a nap.
We'll see. Any last words for my subscribers that are watching you? Definitely go check out Tanner's channel. I'm gonna link that down below. But any last words, Tanner?
I don't think so.
All right. Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on the channel, and we will definitely do another one of these crypto rants in the future. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.
See you.